Hey, what is happening, everybody? How's it going tonight? Happy Monday! Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. I think we're doing okay here. Check the microphone. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Man, tons of people in the chat already. I appreciate you. Nance in there first. Go figure. Nice work. Glad to have you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Becky in there, too. Quick second. She says, I was typing in Discord and missed it. Ah! You know, better luck next time. Just sat down to eat lunch at work. Okay. All right. Good. Glad things are going smooth for you. I am... I'm still getting everything set up on the computer here. KO in the chat. How's it going? Hope you had a great weekend. Nance says, baked chicken for lunch. Okay. That's a good, healthy choice. He says it's good. That's a good thing. Yes. That's funny. Breakfast dinner over at Becky's place. I like breakfast dinner, you know? Sometimes you just want a nice omelet or something at dinner time. Tessa in the chat too. What's going on, Queen? Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you didn't work too hard now. Get some time off with the fam. KO says she's waiting for shirts to fly off because I gave her a preview that there was muscly men in the stream tonight. The muscly boys are fighting, okay? And it's been brewing for a few months, and it is a wild thing if you guys haven't heard about it. So I figure we could go over that, talk about the channel that is bringing all the info and the drama in this. He has got just all the video and everything. He's great. And then the KO says Drew months. Yes. Oh yes, for months it's been going on. Yeah, so this happened, the original incident happened like 3 months ago. And people were talking about it a little bit then, but like there wasn't a lot of details, and then the story kind of fizzled. But I've been following it lately, and it is crazy. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm still clicking on stuff. Okay, it says we have excellent connection. That's awesome. All right, I wanted to have that up. Weekend was all right. No old folks tonight, just folding laundry. Well, hey, that's awesome. That's a good night. Folding laundry. Can't go wrong there. Always feels good when you get all the laundry done and folded and put away, you know? That's a great feeling. Although I'm sure you probably never get to feel that, having a family and kids and stuff. It's probably just constant laundry. I know Meech was saying it's just like constant laundry for her. So, yeah, I totally get that. Like, I've seen clients' houses where they have multiple washers and dryers just to like keep everything going, which is crazy to me. But I guess, you know, in the name of efficiency. Yeah, so tonight, the guy we're talking about is named Wes Watson, okay? And he, at least, I mean, I don't know him personally. I'm not an expert in these topics, the gym rat YouTube topics, or I don't know what they call themselves, actually. That's probably a derogatory term. The gym goers. I don't know. But this guy Jon Bravo, he has a great channel where he kind of chronicles the happenings of all of the muscle boys. So all of these big alpha, scary, muscly men, their whole thing is, you know, they all have like interpersonal drama that's, I don't know if it's real or fabricated, but they definitely use it to cultivate views, and then they're each making their side of the story YouTube response, and then other people are making videos like I'm making about the whole situation. So yeah, Meech, yes, Muscle Boys, what's up, Meech? Yeah, that's the thing. That's how it goes. So, so just to give you a taste of the type of person Wes Watson is, okay? He is, he's like a super, one of those like alpha guys, where if you don't have big arms, you're not a man. And all of my opinions are right because I can beat you up type of person, which I don't really personally identify with, but hey, you know, whatever. That's fine. To each their own. I'm not going to hate on someone's lifestyle, but personally, I find it to be a bit off-putting and disrespectful to women. Meech says, this channel got nudity or what? It is, it's gonna be some shirts off boys for sure. So, so this first video, I just want to give you a taste, okay? This guy, who made this video, what he does is he sees fancy cars and he says, hey, what kind of work do you do to get that fancy car? You know, to have enough money to buy that fancy car. Which a lot of the videos are just fun. You know, it's just for fun. Also, an important detail is he is not filming with a phone. Okay, he has these glasses on that record. So it, in all, from Wes's perspective, it does not appear that this guy is running up, you know, holding his phone out, you know, trying to record or anything. It's just these glasses that record. So, so he sees this cool car, well, what he thinks is a cool car, and he follows him up to this, to the CVS. And of course, we didn't set that up. Here we go. So he follows him to the CVS, and KO says, oh my gosh, those glasses are crazy. Yeah, they are. I'm sure they're really expensive too. But the actual
radar knows that sound means a chewy.
The actual I need my volume buttons here. Lord have mercy.
We're considered a hazardous building.
It's a hazardous building with this jump scare commercials over here. Okay, so now John has, this is Jon Bravo's channel, Jon Bravo Films. You can look it up on YouTube. I believe his is at Johnny Bravo. And if you guys don't remember the reference, that's Johnny Bravo the cartoon, from when we were young. He kind of does remind, I get it. I get why he gets the Jon Bravo, but he has embraced it. And of the, like, is he the one with the hair? Yes, he's the one with the cool hair. Yes, this is Jon Bravo on the left, and he makes really good content about all of these, like, crazy gym bros. Like, he is a gym guy, you know, he's all muscly and whatever, but he's just the storyteller in this situation. Okay, he's not involved in any of the altercations. The origin Meech says, oh my gosh, he is Johnny Bravo. Yes, he is Johnny Bravo. Literal Johnny in real life. Everything, like, down to the, hey, what's the matter, little mama? You know, like, it's fantastic. Black Magic in the house. What's going on, man? Hey, I was just catching up on Friday's show since I wasn't able to watch live. Happy Monday. Hey, appreciate you. Thanks for watching the replay, and thank you for being here. Yeah, we were a couple minutes late tonight, but hey, you know, we're trying to hold it together here. Yeah, I got my, we got our blue drink here, so cheers, y'all. Yeah, KO, that was his line. If you haven't seen the Johnny Bravo cartoon from back in the day, so funny. Like, he was the big muscly guy, and he would go hit on a girl, and she would beat him up, basically turn him down in a funny way. Now Jon has got this video, and he is he's gonna show us this. Now, basically, I'll let him kind of explain it too, but basically I kind of set it up so you guys know kind of what's happening or what's gonna happen in this video here. And I, of course, will link Jon Bravo's channel in the description.
Just, I'm not gonna say anything.
Look at that motherfucker right there. Whoa. I need to get my money up like this guy. Shit.
Okay, so he's talking about the car, the orange car, if it wasn't obvious.
This guy looked like he don't like to be fucked with, but let's fuck with him anyways.
Okay, see, you maybe should have just
Excuse me, sir. Let me ask you how you're doing that shit.
Okay, if you didn't hear him, he said he has, I think he said something like he has a Bugatti and $6 million. Okay? And he gets driven in a Phantom. Now, that's a Rolls Royce Phantom, I believe. So he gets driven in a Phantom, guys, and he has $6 million and a Bugatti. So, I mean, this guy's whole thing is just asking people, like, saying, like, hey, nice car, what do you do for a living? But, to Wes Watson's credit, the guy kind of leads off, like, with the MFer comment. Like, he was not meaning to be disrespectful, but it sounds super disrespectful to someone who you don't know. And also, Wes Watson did some time in prison. So, the way that people talk to you is, like, really important social dynamic there. So I imagine that is still, like, a big part of his life. So walking up to him like this was probably not a good move. And the guy even clocked it. He even says, like, he looks like he doesn't want to be effed with. Well, I mean, maybe don't chase him down in the parking lot then.
You look like that motherfucker, me too. I just started my shit 20 days ago. I already got 1 million views.
You ain't that dude.
I ain't that dude. No. You know how fast I could take you down? I don't look like that dude.
Okay, so already he's threatening the guy. I don't know why. That's awesome that you just started and you got 1 million views. That's sweet, dude. That's more than I got.
But I am that dude.
Listen,
let me show you something.
Bro, listen, bro. Listen.
Check this out.
Bro, listen, bro. Go away.
Check this out.
Okay, now, again, to Wes's credit, he does say, go away. Leave me alone.
Well, why you gotta be rude?
Because honestly, bro, look,
I'm saying nice car, you gotta act like I'm nobody.
Look,
who are you?
Shut the fuck up right now. Wrong dude, bro.
I'm the wrong dude too, bro.
Wrong dude. Okay?
Okay, Mr. Tough Guy, calm down. I'm just saying nice car. Yeah, you too, bro. Fuck.
So this is the kind of person we're dealing with, okay? When a guy tries to tell him nice car, he wants to make threats immediately. So that's, you know, I guess he's used to being kind of challenged all the time, but also his whole thing is when he gets on Instagram, he says, anyone wants to fight me, come down to my gym, and gives the address of his gym. Okay? This is the type of person we're talking about. And it's kind of, it kind of bites him in the butt. Here you'll find out, because, a guy comes to his gym, okay? This was a few months ago. A guy who goes by the 7-foot monster. He is, I'm also in the bodybuilding community, and he decided, you know, this guy, Wes, is a jerk, and I am gonna go take him up on his offer of the one-on-one fight, you know? Becky says, then you deserve to get your ass kicked then. Meech says, I'm surprised the gym hasn't kicked him out yet for that. Now, I believe he is friends with the owner of the gym, or maybe he runs the gym. I don't know how it works, but he's always at this gym with his group of people, and other people have referred to them as his security, but they're really not. I mean, they seem to be other convicts, maybe. I don't know if you're allowed to associate with other people after you get out of prison. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So he decides, I'm gonna go over to Wes's gym. KO says, when do the shirts come off? Oh, you will see. You will see the shirtless boys. Okay. So this guy, the 7-foot monster, he says, I'm gonna go over there, and I'm gonna take him up on his one-on-one offer. Okay. He has convicts. Yeah. Former felons. You know, I don't. Is it? Are you always a felon after you're a felon? Are you a former felon? Can you? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Peel offs, Meech says. Yeah. You know, if it was as lighthearted as a peel off, you know, that would be kind of funny and probably wouldn't even be a story we would even talk about. But, he goes over there and he sets up his cell phone, props it up to record the incident. Okay? So he knew, hey, something's about to go down. I want the internet to see that this guy is not who he says he is, or whatever he was set out to prove. I'm still not sure. And I largely view him as the victim in this case. That's why I didn't put his face in the thumbnail at all. It is a peel off. Yeah, it's very similar to a peel off. Okay, so I don't want to play like an actual like full like fight video, but this is when information was first starting to come out. This is the cell phone that's on the floor, okay? And the gentleman on the right, the big guy in the dreads, that's the 7-foot monster, okay? And yeah, gotta post it to the gram. That's right, Becky. So he comes in, and Wes Watson is the guy who is bald with the beard right here in the black shirt, who's like facing him. Now, he thinks it's going to be a one-on-one, but then immediately all of Wes's, let's call them associates, because, you know, full stop, all these dudes could absolutely break me in half. And, like, I know that like, gives them a huge, like, mega bone to think about guys that they can beat up, because that's their whole life, is just being able to beat up people. But yeah, I'm not here to like demean their lifestyle in any way, but I feel like if you're gonna threaten people all the time to have one-on-one, oh, somebody come fight me, number one, I would never That is not me. I'm, you know, there's no reason for violence. But if you're gonna go out there seeking it out, then you shouldn't be surprised or upset when someone brings it to your door, because you can only, especially when you associate with people who are in this community, because everyone, let's just say they have really high testosterone, you know, and everybody's super amped. Meech says bubble butt to rival JLR. KO says he's got a delish bubble butt. Okay, yeah. So the 7-foot monster has a bubble butt. Okay. KO says Drew is with the Ducks. Not a reason to F someone's life up with his hammer. That's right. You know, I'm not looking for smoke. I definitely wouldn't be like, this is this whole guy's identity, is just being like,
Bro, you're not an alpha, bro. If you're not with 15 women, bro. If you're not slaying.
This is how they talk, and it's terrible. They regard women as property and conquest, and I just, you know, I'm not about that lifestyle, and I don't feel like when you have an argument with someone, whoever can beat the other person up is right. I don't. That's not how the world works at all. So, but yeah, so let's check this out. This is the infamous cell phone video. Now, we're not gonna have a bunch of like clips of it, but Jon Bravo is going to explain kind of what happens. So I've set it up here. He set his phone up, walks into the gym.
I'm getting up. This whole time, Wes hit him with 54 punches.
54 punches. Okay? This is absolutely insane. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got the intro. That's fantastic. What a little fancy...
I gotta drink some coffee for this shit because it's late.
Do I need a fancy, like, screen intro thingy like that? I could make one of those, I guess.
Wait, first, before I even start, this quality of this video is
so
not gonna be like my regular one.
Gets this info and does kind of like a...
I need to get this information out.
Oh yeah, you guys can see him and me, right? Okay, good.
This footage that I'm looking at right here on my screen, when I saw it, we thought the other one was brutal. It's nothing like this one. This one's 2 minutes long, okay? 2 minutes, over 2 minutes long. The footage that they showed us, it was 9 punches. Do you know how many strikes there were in this video?
Now what he's referencing here is that the initial video that came out showed, like, he said 9 punches. I won't call him on that. He's probably right. In the initial release, the clip that we saw, it didn't look as brutal. It looked like, oh wow, a guy went and challenged Wes and got told what's up. That was my initial impression when this happened, okay? Apparently, why is this light making me look red? I look very red right now. Am I more or less red with that light on? I don't know. You guys tell me. Tell me if that second light helps or hurts. Anyways, dudes from where Bravo's accent. I don't know where he is from. Maybe like New York, New Jersey type of area. New England, something like that. But yeah, so number one, I think any guy would agree. When you're fighting someone one-on-one, you don't have a whole group of people jump in. Because that's when it turns into a crime. And that's what happens here.
Over 65, over 55 punches, hits with dumbbells, hits with weight belts.
They hit him with dumbbells, okay? Steel dumbbells and weight belts, which is a weight belt is just a big thing you wear around your waist. It's like big and heavy and has buckles on it. KO says, don't get self-conscious, Drew, you're perfect. Dude, I never want to look like these dudes at all. They can keep it. I am not self-conscious in the slightest. I don't want to look like these dudes. Because I know what it takes to get to this, and I know what they're probably ingesting, and I'm good.
Soccer kicks to the head.
Soccer kicks to the head that's potentially life-ending right there. So they went from a little fist fight to picking up weapons and potentially killing this guy. Meech says, is this going to make me sick? No, we are not going to see any of the brutal, like, violent parts at all. He's only going to show screenshots and talk about what happened.
By not just Wes.
Now, if you want to see the video, you can see the video on Jon Bravo's channel, but I don't want to play... YouTube doesn't like violent stuff, and you have to, like, edit it in a special way, and I don't want to get in any trouble. So, yeah, we are not watching anyone get beaten up. We're just talking about what happened, and kind of the drama around it. Yes, don't worry about that. Yeah, because I'm with you. I don't want to watch violence either. Tessa says, yes, please. Yeah, so John is just going to explain it.
Watson, but of the guys around him too, holding him down. It was brutal. So I'm working on the edit. I have to censor some faces. I'm working on the edit to get it cleared by YouTube, but you guys are going to see it. But because I wanted to get this video out, I took some screenshots and I'm going to go over them with you. And remember, guys, when this asshole challenged me, this piece of shit, I remember people at the gym, they're like, John, don't you dare go down there. If you do, it's a setup. He's dirty. He fights dirty. He trains with these goons, these security guards. It's not gonna...
Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec. I can, Nope, not that one. I can move myself up here. That way you can see Jon Bravo. Black Magic says, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to see everything there still. Okay.
It'd be a one-on-one thing, and I was worried about that purse with weapons, what he's...
That is what started this whole thing, is, Jon Bravo got a challenge from Wes Watson, I think on Instagram, and that was what started this whole thing. And Jon Bravo has just been on a personal vendetta against the guy ever since then. And I mean, honestly, you guys can tell me if you think he deserves it, but we'll see.
Said it, right? So it turns out in this situation, he used weapons and he had his goons. So looking at this first one, okay, and this is where the footage got cut off. You see Wes Watson here with the belt. Remember I told you took out that belt? Well, now you see it. You see the guy's hands are back? It's because he didn't think Wes was going to strike him with that shit. Once he saw that, he's like, let me get the hell out of here, right?
Now, the belts are like super, it's like 4 or 5 inches wide with a big metal buckle on it, and they're heavy. So it's a significant weapon. It's not just like a regular belt.
But the next one, you could see it again.
Meech says, I just LOL'd at your head moving through space. Oh, it probably did look weird, like dragging. I thought it would just zap over to it. I didn't know you could see. I can do live animation of my my own head. Okay.
You can see him putting his hands back because him and Wes are going back and forth, and I have the full audio that I'm going to play for you guys. You can make out.
Yeah, and you can see 7-Foot Monster's body language in this moment. He has his feet together. He has his palms facing Wes. So obviously, he's not in like an attack position. He just wants to talk. Meech says, yeah, no one wants to get hit with one of those belts. And that's why he takes this stance when Wes picks up the belt. Now, if you're gonna talk all the time like you're the big, tough, scary guy, how are you gonna pick up a weapon immediately when you already outnumber the guy 5-1? Black Magic says, I lift too, but I hate violence, and these guys are what's wrong with the whole gym scene. I don't look like these guys, but I've been called a gentle giant. This doesn't make someone tough or cool. Yeah, 1,000%, man. 1,000%. Like, but the problem is, this is what some people idolize. Like, these guys have big channels, you know, and it's really, it's a sad thing. Meech says, good for you. That's the way. Absolutely. Absolutely. Being tough is taking care of the ones you care about and showing compassion. Absolutely, Black Magic. Absolutely. But these guys, they have kind of like a 10, 12-year-old boy's outlook on life. Jelly in the chat. Jelly says this is jail mentality. If you just joined us, it may shock you to learn that Wes Watson did, I believe, 10 years in prison. So that certainly influences, you know, his response in situations like this. But also, you're not in prison anymore. You're in a public gym where anyone can just walk in. It's legally allowed. Jelly says, I knew someone who used to act big and tough, but always fought dirty anyways, and he refused to lose. It's gross. See, and that's crazy, man. That's why we don't need to be starting fights. Tess says that checks out. Yeah, absolutely. Wait, we're gonna hear from Wes Watson. Don't worry.
Out most of what Wes is saying. So you could see here, you could see the weight belt in his hand.
See, he's holding the belt and he goes to hit him in the face. This is crazy right now. And look at all the other guys surrounding him.
After he hit him, belt, right?
Oh, he hit him 2 times.
Smacked him in the face
in the
with
face.
that weight belt.
Oh,
it
wow.
beat him up. The guy went down because this guy with the gray shirt, he helped push him down with this little dumbbell in his hand. You see him with that little dumbbell while Wes is on top?
Okay, so he catches 2 hits to the face from the weight belt, and then the other guy uses the dumbbell to help him to the ground. And then they're raining blows on him while he's on the ground. And again, there's 4 of them and 1 of him.
So he's got his knee on him, his friend. He's got his knee on him, and then he takes that dumbbell. He hits him with the dumbbell while Wes is teeing off at him, right? And this is the point where I'm telling you, okay? You see his buddies around them here on this next one now. You see Wes on top of him. Somebody, remember that guy with the gloves, with the blue gloves? He came to try to stop and pull Wes off, but it didn't work. And all these guys were around him, right? They're holding him down to prevent him from getting up. This whole time, Wes hit him with 54 punches, all right? Actually, no, 44 punches.
Oof, man, absolutely horrible. 54 punches is horrible. Like, yeah, we don't need to watch any more of that, but yeah, so you can tell it was a bad situation. So this is the main event we're talking about here. I did see we had a little internet blip. Hopefully everything smooths back out. And as I'm sure that's probably upsetting to watch, you will be happy to know that he is absolutely facing charges for this. Jon Bravo, of course, put out another video. Black Magic says, I hope someone got arrested. Oh, don't worry. We got the whole thing. We got the whole thing, man.
The guy was 7 foot. I don't give a f***. They want to say. He wasn't a normal looking dude. He's a gangster looking motherfucker. Okay? Straight up.
Now, this is just like tells you what kind of person this is. He's a gangster looking dude. What he means by that is he's not a white guy, because the whole time when he's I don't know if we'll hear it in the clips, but in the uninterrupted body cam footage when he's talking to the police officers who come to the gym to arrest him, he keeps saying, a big black guy with dreads comes in, you know he has a gun. Well, you just know he has a gun because he's a big black guy with dreads. He says it multiple times. So we know what kind of mindset this guy has, just going into it. But also you can't say you were in fear when you outnumbered the guy 5-1 the entire time, and also he never even made a single advance towards you. It's absolutely nuts. Tess says, you don't fight dirty like that. That's messed up. Yeah, absolutely. So this is his attitude after this happens. The 7-foot monster is the guy that he fought.
The guy was 7 foot. I don't give a they want to say. He wasn't a normal looking dude. He's a gangster looking motherfucker. Okay? Straight up. I'm fine. The guy got served like a mother. He's not fine. Okay?
He came on a...
Yeah, he keeps gesturing toward his face because they, like, gave him a skull fracture. They broke the dude's face with the weight belts and the dumbbells and kicking him in the face while he was down. Meech says, what's more gangster, a dude fighting fair or a dude holding a weight belt like a whip? Yeah, exactly, man. Like, what is... oh, man. We gotta move it back down. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I don't understand why... I don't know. I don't know why this is his whole life and existence is just is this kind of stuff. But you'll see he's very obsessed with this height thing. He brings it up multiple times.
A day passed to work out that one day.
The incident that just occurred, you know, the part that you don't see is when the guy is coming in on a day pass, not even a member.
He's coming in on a day pass. He's not even a member. He paid to get in, didn't he? This is a gym. You pay for the day pass. And Wes is on Instagram telling people to come to the gym. So what can you possibly be mad about here? This is the owner of the gym.
Comes in. We open at 8 a.m.
And the front desk kid, he said, listen, this guy, he was on the spectrum. He was shaking like he's got Asperger's. He wasn't acting normal.
Tess says, sounds like somebody with a small wiener. You know, you must have been watching Jon Bravo's videos, because he actually has a video about that too. We're not going to watch it, but if you want to see it, there is. Apparently there's some sort of evidence about his about his endowment, and he has a good chuckle about it. Jelly says, I'm telling you, all these alpha males are really big. They're big wussies, because none of them can actually fight. It's all pride and roids. Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree 100%. Let's skip his little
Asian kid in the Miami gym. It's leaked out online, but the only thing is, it's so brutal. I'm gonna have a hard time showing you it.
Now, he is, that was the initial leak, was him showing his cell phone recording of the incident. Like they have surveillance cameras in the gym, but yeah, here we go.
Boy, or asked Chuck Basher, grow some ponytails for me, get a wig, do whatever you gotta do to have them, and do that. But no, the guy was already down.
All of these guys are, like, absolutely covered in tats. I don't know if that's a 100% prison thing, but man.
He was done. You didn't have to keep on pounding him and pounding him like he's your sharmuta. He's already finished. He can't even go round two, and you're not stopping, you asshole.
A sharmuta is a bitch in Arabic.
And to me, that's not self-defense. That's self-pleasure.
The craziest thing is that no matter what, all these weirdos will try to misconstrue an event. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Then why do you make videos threatening to hurt people all the time?
I'm just sick of these pussies talking shit. And one showed up at the gym today. It's what fucking happened. The guy was 7 foot. I don't give a fuck what the...
See, he again with the 7 foot. He's really hyped up on the guy's height.
Fucking want to say. He wasn't a normal looking dude. He's a gangster looking motherfucker, okay? Straight up.
Not a normal looking dude.
I'm fine.
Okay. I'm fine.
The guy got served like a motherfucker. He's not fine, okay? So we had to wait for the cops to come because he was not okay.
Yeah, he
I
called
couldn't
the
just run
police.
off. It was self-defense. The
Tess
gym
says,
called
I mean,
the
get
cops,
some decorum.
not
Yeah,
me.
for sure.
I've never called the cops. I don't even fucking...
Especially since you're in the gym where you normally work out. Like, wouldn't you want to kind of put on a different kind of face? Especially to someone who just came in on a day pass, you're going to immediately attack them. And this is not an isolated incident, as you saw. The guy who wanted to tell him how nice his car was at CVS, he threatened him multiple times. So, yeah, exactly, Meech. Dude is asking people to come to the gym. What was he expecting?
Hey, I know it was my place. It was self-defense. Let him come see what happened.
Now, self-defense, yes, it's self-defense when he comes and says, hey, I want to fight you one-on-one. You guys can fight each other. In my mind, no crime is committed in that situation. Now, legally, probably that's not the case. But if it was just a one-on-one and he lost the fight, then, just take your licks. But even fighters, when the other guy goes down, you don't start kicking them in the face and hitting them with weight belts and dumbbells. That's not self-defense anymore. When someone's on the ground, they're not a threat. So that's not self-defense. And this guy was never really in a threatening situation because he had his boys there to back him up if anything got out of control. If he really was so afraid that the guy was a gangster and he had a weapon. Also, you guys saw in the screenshot there what the 7-foot monster was wearing. How could he possibly have had a gun? He's wearing sweatpants and a tight-fitting shirt. There's no way he possibly could have had a weapon, and they all knew it.
Now, by watching that footage, we need more of the story because we don't see what happened prior. We don't see the confrontation. We don't have the backstory. We just see the pounding. We need to know what happened before all the pounding happens. So I reached out
Pre-pounding
to employees, to the gym owner, to find out the full story. They told me the kid, he's not a member of that gym.
Tessa says, nope. Just shows all those dudes were a bunch of little wiener females. Yep. Dude, it's this is major LDE going on in this situation.
He came on a day pass to work out that one day.
The incident that just occurred, the part that you don't see is when the guy is coming in on a day pass, not even a member, comes in, we open at 8 a.m.
And the front desk kid, he said, listen, this guy, he was on the spectrum. He was shaking like he's got Asperger's. He wasn't acting normal, special education, right? Something was definitely wrong with this guy. He was off, and he noticed.
Also, if you really thought that about the guy and you thought that he was mentally handicapped, then that makes this situation 1,000 times worse. He's not, to my knowledge, but the fact that they thought he was and still treated him like this is crazy. they should charge him as if it was a person who was mentally handicapped, because that's what an insane extra detail.
What is that? And before I continue, you guys know, special education in school, think about it. It wasn't just people with autism and things like that. There was troublemakers in there too. So special education, when people say these words, we don't know exactly what the person is diagnosed with, but we know they got problems. And he goes and he says some word.
Now, I don't, now, for the record, again, to my knowledge, the 7-foot monster does not have any kind of mental handicaps. But even if he does, and especially if he does, that's the opposite of a justification for this, and makes them look 1,000 times worse if it's true.
Words to Wes Watson.
And continues to say a few things. I don't know what was said, whether it was "I love you" or "I hate you." I have no idea.
Yeah,
by his body
that's
language,
what it was. I bet
Wes is telling him to back off. Takes him down, and he starts hitting him.
The kid goes down, and that's where all the footage that we have, the story that it tells. And
now, that was the initial thing, is as soon as the guy went down, they cut the video. So in the initial clip that came out, you saw like 8 or 9 punches, and then they cut the video. But as you can tell, 55 punches plus soccer kicks to the face while he's down on the ground. Tess says they didn't, that was their excuse, but that's even worse. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's so crazy. And to throw that out there like that's some sort of justification, like he was threatening to us because he came in here.
And then the ambulance came because they had to take the Jason Genova disability kid to the hospital because he took a pounding and his face was...
The ambulance came because the guy had a skull fracture. I think he busted his cheekbones too. I don't know exactly what his injuries were, but I'm trying not to highlight too much information about the victim in this situation because it's not really relevant.
It was fucked up. The police were there. They took a report. I believe the gym called the police. It wasn't anybody else. And they reviewed the security footage, the situation.
Cops were called. It was handled. They saw the entire footage. And just for some clarification, 100% Wes was incorrect, is incorrect, or was incorrect, by placing the gym's address as a point of meet. I personally spoke to him about that.
Now
So there's the owner acknowledging that Wes Watson has put out the address of the gym as part of his challenges for people to come and fight him. So after this happened, the owner is like, dude, you can't be putting the address of my gym out here and saying, come and fight me, and then call the police when you and your guys beat up a guy in the gym. You know, that's not good for business.
This is the thing. We all understand what it's like to be a man. You're going to defend yourself. That's what we're born and bred to do if we're men, right? Clearly after the first or second hit, this guy wasn't doing anything.
Right.
That's not self-defense anymore. How are you going to continue to pound the guy while he's defenseless?
Yes.
Right? And call it self-defense. Like I said in the beginning, that's self-pleasure. And I think Wes Watson felt that too. Remember that video? I'm going to play it for you. The video, the day it happened, he's explaining that the cops were there. Look how pussy he looks in the way he's talking. I think he thought they were going to fuck him up and take his ass back to prison.
Well, you guys started warming up on leg day, and somebody pulled up, and it didn't go the way they wanted it to go. You'll probably see the details later, but cops are still here. They're figuring out what the situation is and go from there. I mean, the whole thing was it was self-defense, clear as day. I was sitting down on a bench.
Obviously, he knows he's in trouble when the cops show up because immediately he goes on social media and starts giving his side of the story. Like anybody with kids knows, when the one kid runs up to you and they're like, wait, don't worry about whatever my sibling is about to say because they're lying and I didn't actually do anything. I was doing this and definitely not whatever they're about to say. This is same vibes right now. Meech says, I hate everything about this dude. See, me too. We haven't done a good rage bait episode. And this guy, man, he just... I had to really watch, like, a lot of this, to get... like, normally I try and give, like, my genuine first reaction to these topics we talk about. But on this one, like, it made me so mad to watch this stuff that I had to go through it all and just, like, be pissed and watch it all the way through first. So that I could go through this and tell the story and not be, like, raging. Because just, man, every guy has met a person like this. And oftentimes it's a stranger that you meet out in public, and you know immediately the type of person they are, and it just is like, it's one of the few things that's, like, really sucks about being a dude is, like, if you are in public, especially in a bar, and you are tall or big, or you work out, or even just are dressed nicely and women pay attention to you, some other guy who has no self-confidence is gonna come up to you and want to fight just because he's jealous. Because this is how men interact with each other who have 2 brain cells. So... Meech says, oh, I can name a handful of dudes I know just like this. Yeah, I've met a lot of them. Meech says, also, giving guys with beards a bad name, you should be irate. Yeah, you know what? He wishes he had the power of this beard. You know what I'm saying? He's got his little trimmed up thing. You know, that's cute. That's cute. It's a cute beard. He would love to hear another man say he was cute. That would make him feel really, really good, I'm sure.
Came up, he's about 7 foot, and big ass dude.
He's about 7 foot. Now, I don't know if the guy's actually 7 feet tall, because if you saw in that initial photo when they're saying he is taller than Wes, maybe, but like around a foot maybe, but Wes is 5'8". So like being taller than him isn't really that much of a flex. But I don't know if the 7 foot monster is actually 7 foot. Even if he's 6'5", though, he's towering over Wes Watson, and I'm sure that made his inferiority complex really kick into overdrive. You know, that turbo is just working up a boost. As soon as he saw a dude who was big and was of a different race than him, he had, it ignited his, like, prison mentality where he had to just... I don't know, man. This is craziness. Tess says, some women do this too. They just talk trash or hate another female because of their appearance or because guys are showing them attention that she probably doesn't even want. Yes, that definitely happens. And women, now I will say, women will remember those things and they hold that it's crossing a woman's more dangerous than crossing a man, because even in this situation, after the fight's over, even though Wes is like a huge piece of crap, even him, at the end of the fight, it's over. That's it. We're done. You know? Probably should have been over, like, when he went on the ground after you smacked him with the weight belt twice. That should have been enough. That should have been the end of it. That should have been, oh, okay, you're not willing to fight one-on-one with no weapons. Okay, bye. And that should have been the end of it. But yeah, You just, but women will hold on to a thing that you've wronged them on, and really take you. So it's almost like, I don't know. I'd rather face the physical, because at least afterwards you know it's over. You wrong a woman with that kind of attitude, man, you'd be looking over your shoulder your whole life. Jelly says, I was going to say that exactly, Queen. Meech says, true, Tess, and it's always in a bar. Yes, it is always in a bar where these things happen. And the very famous, oh, Tess says, you mean ignited his roids, we move in the shadows. Yeah, every guy has seen the dude who's like, you looking at my girl, bro? Did you just bump into me, bro? Like, that kind of guy is just, oh man, I can't keep a straight face when someone like, you really take yourself seriously with that attitude. Like, Meech says you seem to have personal experiences. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Because there's a lot of these 5'8" dudes out here who, if anyone's taller than them, they're immediately a threat and they want to attack you. And like, I'm not a fighter, you know? I'm not interested in that. But also, I'm not a rollover and do nothing type of person either, you know? And I don't think you need to have huge arms to feel secure in your own sense of self. But even having the huge arms clearly hasn't helped Wes Watson. And I do feel bad for him because of that. Because I can't imagine carrying the burden of that insecurity with you everywhere when you're this big, scary muscle man. But then also, on the inside, you're terrified and, you know, feel inferior and constant fear of everyone. It's just, what a miserable life, man. Tess says, I'm a sensible man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I had good parents.
And just wanted to start a fight. So here's what it is.
And then, when he gets home, you know what he did? You know that video I showed where he was challenging people on YouTube? Because the other ones were on Instagram, they were his stories, so he figures nobody could see him, right? He went...
And that's why we don't have the videos of him challenging people, because he posts them as his Instagram story, and I don't follow him on Instagram, so obviously I didn't see them, didn't screen record his stupid Instagram story.
To his page. And he deleted that video because the cops,
yes,
the prosecutors,
that
the
was
court,
a big thing.
Whoever is involved.
He went in after this whole incident and he wiped his social media of all the threats because he was worried, and his attitude was finally catching up to him.
He knew they're gonna go review and say, "Listen, you asshole."
Everybody send this video to your favorite Wes Watson call-out dude and tell him to suck my fucking dick and pull the up. Straight up. Just
pull up. Oh, okay. I thought you wanted people to pull up. Are you sure?
Stop talking. He gave you the address and the time. Go see if he's there.
Because he knew. How many times has he posted videos, made statements, because he deleted his Instagram posts too, of telling people to come if they have a problem with him. And
oh, here it is.
So he's scared. So he deleted everything. And now a little time has passed. You know what this piece of shit is doing now online?
Tess says have to find
he's
it first.
Bragging about it. Trying to show how he's a man. He beat the shit out of a person who came and tried to confront him, all the hate.
Yeah, but you really didn't beat him if it took weapons and 4 other guys to do it. And so here is some body cam video from the arrest. And this is from the day that the whole thing happened.
I'm famous. I get 90 million messages a day.
I'm famous, guys. I'm famous. Yeah, jumped him, Tess says. Yeah, it's crazy that he acts like he got jumped. Getting jumped is what happened to the victim here.
I'm famous. I get 90 million messages a day.
When he's done on the floor, he's done on the floor, bro. He's no longer a threat until the moment he gets back up and he's ready in a fighting stance to continue, right? So when you did the additional kicks, the additional blows, whatever, that's excessive.
Like,
What's
I got
your...
respect for you guys, but that. You guys saw a mother attack me, and I'm sitting here like I'm in trouble. I'm leaving. Stop.
He's telling the police how it's gonna go down.
Stop lying, all of you guys. Straight up. I do have a point, so quit trying to make yours.
I do have a point, so quit trying to make yours. Buddy, first of all, relax. Second of all, like, this is how you talk to the police? Like, wow, man. Like, it's absolutely nuts.
Restaurant with Little Pump.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about this. He had a date with Lil Pump where they both have their purses and their diamond chain. They have the same chain on. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. He's like friends with Lil Pump. So yeah, Jon Bravo clowned on him for the whole purse thing and all that, the jewelry.
And they were enjoying themselves. They were both running around with purses on their shoulders in the mall, shopping, right? Buying each other presents. But then I was thinking, after I saw they took a ride in the Bugatti, maybe Little Pump should consider changing his name to Big Pump, because who knows what Wes tried to pump him up with. But then, remember what Wes said? And do is credit me properly. Now, that wasn't the only...
They have a ton of beef, so if you want to go in and listen to all his little one-liners, you can check out Jon Bravo's channel.
Body cam I have. I also got it when the asshole was arrested in the restaurant.
About? We'll tell you in a second. Oh, that fight thing? That's crazy. That guy came and assaulted me.
That's crazy.
Are they gonna let me go? Cops came.
Tess says that's where they carry what's left of their balls, in the purse. Oh, nice. You got the ball purse. And I'm sure that purse cost more than my car, you know, whatever little purse he had. Jelly says, whenever anyone claims fame, they're not poop. Yeah, dude, no kidding, man. Like, I'm famous.
We all watched the video with all the cops, and they let me do.
No. It's like, bro, I don't give a fuck how much time I would do. If I had to defend myself, I will.
And he goes to jail, and they measure his height. And wait until you see that one. But this one is going to be long, 35 minutes. And then in a couple days, I'll put out the one from the arrest. And it's funny, because he talks about with the officer how he's going to get teased online about his height. But in the meantime,
yes, he definitely
watch
does.
This.
He brings that up.
He set his phone down to record it? He set his phone down right here to film it. He's looking straight ahead. So I was wondering, like, I'm sitting right here, you just sit on the bike like that. You just kind of like stare.
Hold on, wait, who's this guy? I didn't see him in the initial video. Maybe he's just another patron of the gym.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit in 2 seconds.
Tess says bye.
It's self-defense. Let's leave it at that. I don't fight. I got love for you guys.
He says I don't fight people. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Right. So, and then you said before he approached you, did he set his phone down to record it?
He set his phone down right here to film it.
But he's gonna go viral.
That's how they spin this. They're trying to spin it like the guy came in trying to go viral.
We're just trying to get the story. And what happened?
I get respect for you guys. I'm just pumped up. I don't like fight.
The issue is that
he keeps saying, I respect you guys, and then also being disrespectful. So
He got drunk. That was his feeling. Well, hear me out, bro. I don't know, right?
Hey, man, if I get hit by this guy, I'm going to think how many was it, too? Are you sure it was one guy?
I got you, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. It's because Wes is such a man that when he hits you, you think that 4 people are attacking you, but really they're not, though. Really, it was just Wes by himself. Meech says, do they say his height? Oh, they do. He's 5'8", but yeah, he gets... Oh, people are so, they just roast him about the height thing all the time because they know it's the thing that, like, gets under his skin. So everyone's always telling him that he's 5'4" or whatever. Tess says he doesn't, he jumps people. Yeah, exactly.
We have video that shows. So if it's just a fight, I got you. That's a different story. Okay, but we do have, the cameras are good. So what we're doing our end, we have to do our investigation. I can't just be like, all right, cool, we'll take your word for it, it is what it is. So I'm taking your statement, I'm taking his.
When something like that happens, nobody knows what's happening. It's like, oh my God, what's going on?
Nobody knows what's happening. How could you possibly know what's happening? He, except for the 7-foot monster, explained what was happening when he walked in.
Right, but it's on camera. It's clear on camera.
If someone tried to fight you, he's gonna help.
No, it is what it is. I get it. Just give us a minute. Let us finish.
It's not us going and attacking a man. It's a man attacking us.
Right. I get it.
Nowhere in the video does he attack anyone. I'll just say that.
7 feet tall.
I get it.
You don't have the messages that you say.
I'm famous. I get 90 million messages a day.
Famous.
Saying the same thing.
There you go. I got you. Great. Of course, we're not here for the 90 other people. We're here.
This is not how you act when you're famous.
Right?
Yeah.
So we got
I'm just saying I don't have the messages because they harass me and I block them right away.
No, they
I
can't.
block them right away. I block them.
Instagram, when you block somebody, it deletes the whole chat.
Relax.
It asks you, do you want to delete the chat? You say yes, and then it's gone.
I bet you someone is messaging me right now. telling me
Okay.
they want to whoop.
So Big Man is afraid of people who are on Instagram and blocks them.
My ass. Watch. All day long.
Plan your spring break adventure.
All right. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what his
5,000
thinking is here in this situation.
Make fun of us online and terrorize us.
It's real like jail lawyer vibes.
Look at this, some person writing me. You're a fucking joke, piece of shit clown. I get 90 million of these a day. Look at it.
So here's another spot that I thought was really interesting.
He will go to jail too, because he came up to you to go to the thing. He's not gonna go that. I highly doubt that he's gonna go that route. But
Now this officer is trying to explain the legal side of what just happened, and Wes is not having it.
I'm explaining to you so you understand.
I understand.
You know,
I like that. I know the rules.
of course. So the rules are, yeah, if he's gonna come mess you up, you have the right to defend yourself all day. But once the threat is done, it's like us, bro. If somebody fights me and I punch him and he's on the ground done, I can't continue to hit him because I lose my job.
But now in the spur of adrenaline rush,
Negative.
No.
Tess says not impressed, sir. Me
I
either.
get
Now
you.
hear me out. He came up, pushed twice. He reacted.
Okay.
The guy didn't feel back
This other guy, like, are you his lawyer? Like, what is happening right now?
off by that. He continued.
Okay.
Also, who wears expensive luxury watches while they're working out? Like, that's so weird.
Even on the ground, he's 7 foot tall.
Sir.
Who knows
Sir.
how big the guy is?
Sir, you're not hearing me, man. I get you trying to defend him all day. I got you. Give me 1 second, bro. Legalities. Because video, remember, everything's perception bubble. You can tell him, oh no, he did it like this. The video shows everything, bro. So whatever you say is irrelevant, right? We go by legalities. Everything's on camera, everything's recorded. What I'm telling him, and I'll tell you the same thing, if the threat is on the ground not moving, you stop. Because they're going to go, oh wait, because now God forbid he gets a brain bleed, dies, whatever, that goes on him. Bro, you should have stopped. I'm just telling you so you know, bro, you know?
Remember, the threat is to defend yourself and this.
And even Wes's face, as he's looking at the officer this whole time, he looks menacing. You know, like he's got a real rage building. I definitely understand these officers feeling threatened in this situation.
The moment the threat is over, it's over. If somebody's shooting him,
I should have just dipped right there and been like,
not dipped, but you're gonna be like, hey, call fire rescue and stand back. You know, if he comes at you again, fuck it.
Yeah, absolutely. If the guy, Tess says that's his prison wife. If the guy is on the ground, he's not a threat anymore. What are you doing? Like this, it's really cut and dry.
But like, God forbid I get into a shooting, you're shooting at me, and I shoot, and the threat's down. I can't go and shoot him more. I lose my job. I go to jail.
Yeah.
Or he punches me in the face, and I go and I keep on hitting him while he's down. I lose my. How many officers have been arrested and lost their job?
Yeah, it just hasn't happened in a long time. So
you're good. I just want.
Tess says the rage bait got me, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to share it. I had to share it around because this guy. I've been following this for like 2 months to learn all of this stuff, and it was making me so mad. So I wanted to share it with y'all.
If the guy's filming, is it possible that you can erase that? Why
Hear me out, bro. Hear me out. I cannot. All I can do, I can't take his phone and be like, no, erase that, right? It is what it is.
Can you ask him
no,
to erase
sir.
it?
Sir.
Do you hear that? The gym employee is saying, tell the victim to erase the video from his phone. Tell him to erase it. Because they have control of the surveillance footage, which they can selectively edit and delete. But they don't have control of the guy's cell phone footage, which for some reason, I don't know why, when he set a phone up and walked away from it, why one of the guys in the squad didn't go over and get the phone, but luckily they didn't, because this guy would have gotten away with it. So after asking the police to destroy evidence in the case multiple times...
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting involved in that. I'm going to tell you something. The max we can do as police...
Look at the smug look on the guy's face, too.
It's supposed to be like, hey, they don't want your record to stand out because this is a private business. But I can't tell him to delete what you're recording. That's he has rights on his phone. You got me? Everything's legalities, bro. If he wants to delete it, that's on him, but I'm not going to ask him to do that, bro. Okay? Give us a second. I just want to ask for you so you know, because you say you get a lot of threats, bro. That's it. Just so you know, you are allowed to defend yourself if they come at you, or call the police, hey, and then you defend yourself. But once it's done, I get it. So you don't get jammed up, bro. So, you know, and it's shit that you can't avoid. They want to come and get famous, you know?
I don't know why he has to explain it to the guy like 50
There's only
times.
one guy that... I don't know who... The one that kicked him when he was on the... That was the manager that kicked him? Like when he was on the ground and...
So now the officers have seen the footage from the victim's phone. And they have a whole different perspective on the situation now.
Yeah, I know. But that didn't like change
Here's my ID. I don't have
the
my
direction of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna kill a motherfucker. No. Straight up, because I'm sick of this shit. Like me.
Next time he's going to... Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, just making blatant threats right in front of the police is a wild move when you're already facing felony battery and aggravated battery from
Me
the
defending myself,
weapons.
even have to fucking sit here right now. No.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hold on there, Roid Rage. Calm down. Let's watch the Roid Rage build. Here we go.
The direction of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna kill a motherfucker. No. Straight up, because I'm sick of this shit. Like me defending myself, even have to fucking sit here right now. You know how pissed off I am that I get attacked in the fucking gym and this is fucking happening?
Attacked?
Like, I'm pissed.
What's your...
I got respect for you guys, but fuck that. You guys saw a motherfucker attack me.
You
and I'm
didn't
sitting
get
here
attacked?
Like I'm in trouble. I'm leaving.
You're fine. Don't worry. We get it.
I know, but god damn it, dude. I just was trying to work out.
This is crazy.
We understand.
I know, but yeah.
What's your...
I don't even care anymore. I've been to prison.
What's your phone number?
Years.
Okay, alright. Alright.
Up,
We are so scared. We're so scared of your 10 years. Oh my goodness. Just to let you know, when you brag about how many years in prison you've done, the only person you're impressing is maybe other people who have done years in prison. So I don't know what you're really getting there, especially when you're talking to the police, telling them like, oh, don't worry, I've gotten in trouble before. Like, that is not helping your case right now. But here, as promised, is the footage from now. That day that this happened, he didn't get arrested. So the police gather all the security camera video. They got the victim video. They got statements from everybody. They went through the whole thing. Then they took it to the prosecutor. Prosecutor applies charges. So here's the day when he actually got arrested.
We'll talk to you now, bro.
How can I get inside the house for my
Our detective is gonna talk to you, alright?
What is this?
You wanna leave yourself with him?
Yeah.
All right.
Clinton, can you drive this car to my pad?
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Now, in this new body cam footage that I'm gonna show you from...
Okay, here we go.
One thing you don't do. You never talk to the police no matter what. You shut...
Here's
asshole
the...
is always lying about
here's
his
the
height,
police
saying he's
report.
6
This
foot.
is what I want
But
to
he's
do. Black Magic says, this guy is so dumb he doesn't realize how much worse he's making it. Absolutely, man. That's
because
crazy.
we saw the police report that happened this day.
Talking to the police like that is absolutely nuts. But here it is. Height 5'8", weight 230, hair color bald. I believe this information, when you fill out a police report, that information comes from the person's driver's license. The officers don't literally measure your height. So, I don't think we actually verified the height. He just copied the info over from his driver's license. So, that was kind of leaving a hole in the drama, according to the internet.
And they wrote down he's 5'8", right? And then the next week we saw him in the streets and I caught him wearing 3-inch stripper pumps like a sharmuta and posing with people because he was so offended by the police report that came out,
He had
right?
these thick-soled shoes on was another drama thing that happened. So they're like 1.5-inch soles.
Exact day when that police report happened and he's getting processed and on his way to get booked, look what he tells the police.
No one can check my height and take a picture of it, so you better quit saying I'm 5'4". Motherfuckers say I'm 5'3" and shit. Online, they just be joking. They're like, "You're 5'4". You know?
Oh, like all the trolls and shit.
Yeah, trolling.
Yeah, no,
These guys do not care. Like, no one... This guy... It's so funny because he thinks everyone knows who he is. Like, there's a video where he's sitting with another guy we've talked about, Jack Doherty. And, he's bragging about how, you know, all the women want to be with him. You know, that's how these guys operate. And Jack was like, okay, go talk to that girl right there. And he walks up, tries to talk to her, and she's like, ew, no, I don't know who you are. And he's like, come on, everybody knows who I am. Come on, I'm Wes Watson. And she's like, I've never heard of you. Do you have YouTube? I know who he is. Motioning to Jack Doherty. So that was real. That really hurt his ego. That's another cute video if you want to watch Wes Watson getting embarrassed.
They'll be happy about this, though.
So look what he's saying. He's saying nobody's allowed to take my height and take a picture of it and say that I'm 5'3" or 5'4". But where did any of us say that he's 5'3" or 5'4"? But think about it.
Okay, now.
What's on right now?
There's his Rolls Royce. Looks like he was driving it, though. Not that he had a driver like he claimed. But okay, so here he's getting his phones together.
What's going on?
Wallet.
Can you grab my watch?
Yeah, she grabbed the watch.
Grab my jewelry and shit?
Yeah.
What's this for?
Get inside the house.
We'll talk to you now, bro.
How can I get inside the house for my
Our detective is gonna talk to you, alright?
What is this for?
You wanna leave yourself with him?
Yeah.
All right.
Clinton, can you drive this car to my pad?
Yeah.
What's this about?
It's an open case, man.
Oh, that fight thing?
It's an open case.
That's crazy. That guy came and assaulted me.
Oh, that fight thing? Oh,
You
that?
guys speak with it.
Like, if you have to ask what it's about, like, how many incidents are you involved in on a weekly basis?
Detective now, so he can explain.
Are they going to let me go? Because, I mean, that guy came and assaulted
You
me.
gotta speak to a detective.
That dude came and assaulted me. You saw the video, right? Come on, dog. I was protecting myself.
He thinks, like, everyone is following this story, like, you know, everyone has seen the video, blah, 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 but really these cops probably don't even know who he is.
Hey, you want to leave anything else with it?
You don't have to handcuff me. I'm going willingly.
So he's
I'm
taking
solid, bro.
he's taking all of his jewelry off and giving his phones to his woman. And what's really funny about this is you guys might get a chuckle out of it anyways. He revealed in the video when he was with Jack Doherty that when he got arrested and handed his girlfriend his phone, he has like a smart house or whatever, so she needed his phone to get in and whatever when she got back. So she goes through his phone and she finds all these messages, and she left him. So that's what happened there. But he's giving her all of his jewelry and phones here as he is.
I know, but we still got
arrested.
we got something that we got to do. So,
And then he's saying, "Oh, you don't have to cuff me. Like, if I'm the officer, I'm gonna cuff you." Like, he's huge, dude. Like, what?
Arrested.
You're being detained for now.
Let's not put it on. Let's not put it on camera.
Okay.
Who do you need me to call, Wes? Number to get.
Let's not put it on camera, guys. He's a celebrity. He's famous.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. The guy came to the gym to fight me. He set his phone up.
Again, bro, you are not in court right now. Just shush.
And then I fucking defended myself. Did a call show up, and then also stayed and called my mom and shit. Okay. There's 2 numbers for my mom. Go through my text.
You need double cups.
Are you going down the date?
Call my mom.
Yeah.
Right now, you're going to the station to speak to a detective. So
If I was getting arrested, I would not call my mom. Are you kidding me? Like, what?
Yeah, but I'm not getting arrested. Yeah.
that's up
You are getting arrested. You're in handcuffs right now, bud.
to a detective.
Yeah, that's you guys saw the video, right?
I saw it. Yeah.
That's some bullshit. The guy came in, set his phone up, attacked me, and I defended myself. Stand right here, bro. Yeah.
Make sure the detective has that video.
Yeah, my video's in my phone. Should we bring my phone?
You can. Yeah, you want to bring.
The detective has all of the evidence that he needs, okay?
Let me get this phone. This phone.
Yeah, it's in that black phone. In the black phone.
Other side.
Dude, the rage veins in his forehead are already starting to pop out. Ooh.
You're all over YouTube right now. Oh, you saw the video, right?
He said we're all over YouTube right now. Yeah, everyone, because people are interested in justice, Wes. And when they see you and the way you interact with innocent people, it makes them upset. So obviously, yeah, people are gonna revel in the fact that you are finally getting justice for the way you treat people.
I saw some bullshit. That motherfucker came and fucking assaulted me, bro. He set up his phone, he points it at me, comes and slaps me in the head, said that's fine, pushes me. I defended myself.
He's the one that put out the video?
Yeah. He put it, the whole video down, but he filmed it and put out the video.
Does he think, like, the cops are just gonna let him go?
What's your mother's name, Wes? Just go to mom and the
Like,
text.
he just is confused, or...
So we're all riding unsafe bikes.
Well, I don't get it. Like,
where?
Where they met you at the gym.
Yeah, the guy.
You spoke to a cop.
I talked to. They let me go. The cops came and they let me go.
Maybe if you had left, they didn't have your side of the story.
No, the cops came and let me go.
I'm not sure.
Now,
cops came.
I believe at this point the officers are just kind of trying to pacify him and tell him whatever he wants to hear, so that he won't be angry as they're trying to take him downtown. So that is the arrest. And now you've seen the interaction at CVS. You've seen the infamous fight. You've seen the arrest and the body cam. Now, wouldn't you think, after all of that, that he would maybe tone it down a little bit? Not be so aggressive towards strangers? You know, maybe like don't threaten people. Don't get in fights with people. Those are all kind of things, you know, it's not legal advice or anything. I'm not an attorney. I'm just spitballing here. But if I was facing these serious felony charges, I wouldn't be out here committing more crimes. But Wes has a different idea, okay? And there is this other bodybuilder who is in the community. And what he does is he dresses up in funny costumes and he does skits like a lot of people do online. And when he does the skits, he often will measure people who claim, you know, a certain height and weight, okay? And so that's like kind of his thing. And Wes sees a video from this guy on Instagram where he dresses up like Wes and he does a funny like impersonation of him. And Wes actually, to my surprise, liked the video and thought it was funny. And he said, "Hey man, that was great. If I ever saw that guy, I'd tell him good job," or whatever, you know? So with this information, the guy thinks, "Oh, okay. Well, if he thinks I'm funny and he enjoyed the impression that I did of him, then I should go down to his gym, because his whole thing was I'm going to vindicate Wes Watson by saying, hey, you know, here's a guy who's measured 5'8", and here's Wes Watson, and they're standing next to each other." Or maybe he does like a whole tape measure thing. I don't know. But, so here Jon Bravo is going through the scandal. Now, when he, let's see here.
Take a picture of him and his height, and he denies it, says they're not allowed to because he doesn't want to get teased more online.
No one can check my height and take a picture of it, so you better quit saying I'm 5'4".
No one is saying you're 5'3", man. It's okay to be 5'8". It's totally fine.
Online, they just be joking. They're like, "You're 5'4". You know?
Oh, they all the trolls and shit?
Yeah, trolling.
Yeah.
He'll be happy about this, though.
So we know this guy's a liar, and to be honest with you guys, I'm kind of sick of hearing this same old story and this bullshit. So I was hoping what happened now is going to finally put an end to it.
Right. So here he is.
Now, I always thought this.
This is the guy in the white shirt.
Do you know how this asshole can put an end to all this teasing and harassment about his height online? All he has to do is get some asshole with a tape measure to come around.
Right.
Put it
tape
up next to
measure.
him,
Do it up.
put it online in a video, right?
Be done
and
with
it's
it.
done. You don't have to hear the shit anymore, right?
Exactly.
But no, he can't do that. And you know why he can't do that? Because he can't manipulate it. So this is his way of manipulating things. Well, now we have Eric Kanefsky, and you guys know who he is. He runs around with a scale.
Okay, Eric Kanefsky. Yes, so he...
And a tape measure in his hand, and he goes up to people.
Okay, so he does. He has a scale and a tape measure, and he gets people's height and weight.
To ask them their height and weight to see if they're lying. So if you think about this, This is a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
On one side,
perfect opportunity to prove yourself,
Watson, that three-haired munchkin,
or to other people or whoever you
right,
need to
lying
prove
about
it to,
his height,
right?
doing everything he can to lie about it on one side, and then on the other side,
who works out in these massive chains too? This is craziness.
You got Eric Konevsky, the man. Like I said, he walks around with the fucking scale and tape measure in his hand, going up to people. So if you think about it, what a great idea. Eric goes down to Miami, bring your little tape measure with you, go up to Wes and measure him. And how bad could it possibly be, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly. How bad could it be?
And now I'm going to show you. Now first,
let's see it, John.
I want you guys to get a scope of what happened before I tell you the story, because the story's going to make you laugh. But before I tell you the story, here's a clip,
video, John.
A little one, and then I'll show you the full one of what happened when Eric went down there.
Jesus f***ing Christ. Look at this stud over here. Why? What's your name, man? My name is Wes.
He says, look at this stud over here, and then he says, suck my thing and get out of here.
Actually, WW Dago. All the motherfuckers know that's Wes Watson from San Diego. I can't talk to this straight up stud over here. I made a story yesterday.
So Eric saw a story a couple months ago, right?
Yeah.
Wes Watson made a story about Eric saying he watched his videos, he thought he was funny. Usually he's not a fan of this type of stuff.
Right.
But he thought it was great, that he was a fan.
Oh,
If
yeah,
he
so
sees
here's
him,
the
he'll
clip
shake his
of
hand. So
Wes
Eric
saying he
Wes
thought that
liked
the
him.
guy was funny when he did the impression
I don't
of
really
it.
watch spoof videos about me, but that one was fucking funny. If I saw that guy in person, I'd be like, dude, you are classic.
See,
I
what a
really
good
thought it was
sport,
gonna
right?
piss me off, and
He's
I
a good
liked the
sport
guy after
about
seeing that
people
one. I'm just
teasing
saying,
him.
he was hilarious.
And then, a few days before Eric decided to go to Miami, he saw another story on Wes's bullshit Instagram, because he doesn't shut up all day.
Okay.
He puts his whole life on there like a little woman. And he put up a story saying, hey, you know, I'm tired of all this 5'8" bullshit. If you guys want to come down to the gym and measure me.
Okay, here it
Craziest
is.
thing is that everybody's so fixated on this. Get the biggest fairy that you know that swears I'm not 6 foot. He's probably not even 6 foot. Have him come to where I go to the gym, and we'll just do a friendly stand by each other and take a picture.
A
Get as
friendly
many
stand
people as
by
you
each
can
other.
that are 5'8".
That's all
them
we
come
have to
stand
do
next
is
to me,
friendly
take a
stand by
picture,
each other.
and just document. I'm 6 foot, but I'm just
Okay.
gonna play into your guys' game because this is one of the most friendly things you guys.
When you're 5'8", why would you go around saying you're 6 foot? Like, I feel like it's easily verifiable information. Like, what do you? I don't get the point of lying about that. But here we go. I think this is the video.
Why? What's your name, man? My name is Wes. Actually, WW Dago. All the motherfuckers know that's Wes Watson from San Diego. I can't talk to this straight up stud over here. I made a story yesterday.
I don't want to. You trying to live off my name? Hey, am I 5'8"?
See, he's using a lot of F words here, but all the F words, really not a nice person. And immediately, he gets in the guy's face, am I 5'8", am I 5'8"? And the guy was there on friendly terms just to be like, hey, you know, let's show the internet. Let's quiet the haters, you know?
Hey, am I 5'8"? Get out of here.
That's what I want to find out.
Get out of here, yo.
So now notice, Eric didn't even get to bring up his height, and automatically the insecure bitch has to bring up the height, right? And then,
For what?
Like you acting like a bitch. Come up here, strong proud.
You made a story yesterday.
I don't know who you are. Get out of here. Go.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really?
Oh my god. The commercials are killing me.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, yo.
So they start leaving when he says to get out of here, and then this guy starts trying to come and intimidate the cameraman, and then he grabs the camera rig and takes the receiver off of it.
meantime, Erica's sitting back. She's like, what the hell's going on? I didn't even say anything. Why am I getting threatened for my life by these assholes? Which,
like,
by
you
the
would
way,
think he would learn. Like, maybe don't make crazy threats and be fighting everyone. But no, this is... Like, as soon as he sees another person, he wants to fight them immediately. Even if it's just a guy at CVS.
I would love to see if they have such big mouths when they're all by themselves. It seems like together, they're all big men. With that dumbbell and a shoe in his hand. Because he's so tough, right? We all remember it real well.
Chill, bro. Chill. 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 Chill.
Yo, man, we didn't come here for that. We came here to do good. It ain't like that.
Handle it.
Somebody's gonna get their face hurt. Like, this is crazy. Like, why are you threatening people, man? Like, they came down here on your team.
We came over here for some heat, yo. What's up? We did it.
Whoa.
What the fuck you come over here for? To make friends.
He made a story saying to check his face. He said it would be friendly.
You don't gotta touch the camera, bro. You don't touch the
Yeah, like, he literally said, hey, come down here and see me. It'll be a friendly standby.
camera. Huh? You don't have to touch the camera. We didn't come here touching anybody.
Take your little bitch ass out of here, yo. I'll break this shit in your face for me. You're 6'6".
6'4".
See, again, he's really intimidated by how tall this guy is.
All we wanted to do was measure it and prove. We wanted to prove it. Where's the receiver? I just want to grab the receiver.
So after this whole confrontation happens, the producer of this guy goes back in to get his mic receiver. Amazingly, doesn't get assaulted by the whole group, but definitely gets threatened a bunch more.
Dog, y'all shouldn't have walked up in here with that bullshit.
Y'all shouldn't have walked up in here with that.
Like that whole camera ain't gone, dog.
Why?
What you mean, why?
Why?
You want to walk up here and film with people, that's what the f happens, right there.
He asked people to.
You make videos like that aren't cool.
You saw his video. You said it was funny.
Right. He said, hey, I thought your video was funny. I appreciate you.
But what's not cool about it? I'll turn it off. I'm not filming anymore.
You made a story yesterday. But you made a story.
He keeps saying that F word over and over. Like, I don't... Why are you... I just don't get it.
Get out of here, bro. We'll be gone right now.
See, here's the producer right there. We'd be gone already. Just give us our equipment.
So now looking at all this isn't and wasn't a situation like it was with the 7-foot monster when you were challenging.
No, but it almost was.
Fight and he showed up, and you thought a fight is going down, even though you cheated your way to that fight, right? This is a situation where you invited people to come measure you.
Again,
this time.
invited people.
And Eric, somebody that thought you were his fan, that you wanted to shake his hand, you liked his videos. He showed up because he saw the story of you inviting people to come there and measure him. So he thought, you know what? What kind of problem would this be?
Yeah,
and you know what
exactly.
The sad part about that is? Look how you and your asshole butt buddies acted again. Aggressive, insecure, like babies. This was a chance when you guys could have looked good for once.
Yes.
Have the guy, let him measure you.
Yep.
And be nice about it.
Be
Don't
lighthearted
an
and
asshole, but
friendly.
No, you acted this way, and especially, it's bad because think about this. You have an open case. You could be facing up to 15 years in prison, you asshole.
Wow,
and this is
15
how
years.
you act. This is the footage you want out there. So again, this was a chance.
That's crazy. 15 years and he already did 10. Man, that is wild. But yeah, so like I said, if you guys want to see the full videos of the body cam, the arrest, and all of that other stuff, you can check out Jon Bravo's channel. I will link him in the description, and also the other gentleman who came in to try and do the measuring thing. I'll link his original video as well, so you can hear his perspective if you want to check it out. But hey, I hope y'all have a great week. Thank you for joining me again, and we'll have some more fun on Friday. We'll do something a little bit more lighthearted. I'm still looking for the giant Reese's Big Cup PBJ strawberry. Haven't been able to find that anywhere. So once we track that down, we'll show that thing and taste it on Friday. And then also we have some 1942 Don Julio, so we'll sample the 1942. So thank you guys once again for hanging out, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.